Hi, Cine Vibes recap here. Today, I'm going to explain a fantasy movie called Harry Potter 2, The Chamber of Secrets. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Harry is shown at his uncle's home at the starting point of part 2. Some guests were arriving there. His uncle warns him, "You will not step outside of your room." Harry moves to his room. Then a small-sized magical being approaches there. It may be called a supernatural creature. He says to Harry, "Don't move to the School of Witchcraft in this year." Saying it, he begins to act mischievously with the guests, sitting outside. Harry's uncle thinks Harry is behind it. He says to Harry, while locking him into a room, "You will not go to the School of Witchcraft now on." Harry notices a flying vehicle outside of his room window. There was no one else but his friend Ron, who had come to take him to his home with the rest of his brothers. Harry moves to his home happily, where his mother says to them, "Arrange your books before departing to the School of Witchcraft," and she sends them to the magical market. Reaching there, Harry is lost. There he meets Half-Giant, who takes him to a store. That shop owner gives Harry those books with no expenses. Now they had reached at railway station to depart to the School of Witchcraft. At this time, Ron's siblings were also accompanying, but Harry and Ron's train is missed, so they begin to move there in that flying vehicle. While flying, that vehicle is stuck in a tree. That vehicle flies away, leaving them as they drop down. Anyhow, they reach to their School of Witchcraft. Snape says to them there, "You know that our School of Witchcraft is so secret. No one knows about it. So why did you fly the vehicle before everyone?" Next day, it is seen that the class of their flying sport is being taken. There is game between Harry's team and Malfoy's team. Malfoy's team gets high score in the beginning, but Harry is also struggling to catch that golden ball. Malfoy was also attempting fully to defeat Harry. Then Harry hardly catches that golden ball, but his hand is fractured in this struggle. He is admitted in the school's hospital. Then female professor and the school principal approach there. She says, "Everything is going on imperfectly because a secret chamber has been unlocked after 50 years, which will arouse many issues." Harry also hears all conversation. Harry shares it with his friends. In the coming day, Hermione asks female professor, "Professor, what is this secret chamber?" That female professor tells her, the School of Witchcraft had been built by 4 wizards. 3 were good-hearted among them. They also wanted that the kids who don't belong to wizard family, they can also take education here. They can take the classes of witchcraft. But the 4th wizard had the contrary thought. So he built a secret chamber and kept a gigantic dragon there. It attacks those kids who don't belong to the wizards' families. Now 3 of the friends begin to suspect Malfoy because he used to dislike such kids. They prepare drink in order to know about it. Drinking it, they are transformed into the friend of Malfoy. Then it is known that secret chamber has been unlocked by Malfoy. The attacks increase with the passage of the time. At this time, Hermione was targeted. She becomes motionless fully. Harry begins to examine it. At last, who is he? Then he visualizes the same Half-Giant. He had unlocked that secret chamber. Ron and Harry go to that man to know about it. The school principal and Malfoy's father come there before he reveals something. They are accompanied with one more wizard. Witnessing it, Harry and Ron hide in the invisibility cloak. Malfoy's father says, "Someone is attacking too many times, and you are not detecting it." He says to the principal of the School of Witchcraft, "It is not in your control. Assign the duty of principal whom I have accompanied here, and you may resign." Then it is known that Half-Giant was under suspicion that he unlocked the secret chamber. The accompanied wizard with them takes Half-Giant along with him. That Half-Giant says to Ron and Harry, while going, "Chase the spiders. You will solve all riddles." Now Harry and Ron reach a forest, chasing the spiders, where they encounter a biggest spider. It was looking ancient. It was the friend of that Half-Giant. They ask it. It is he who unlocked that secret chamber. The spider replies, "No, I was along with him at that time. He is being blamed." It tells, "Even though I don't know who is that person who unlocked the secret chamber." The other presented spiders begin to attack them along with it. Harry and Ron are scared. Meantime, their flying vehicle approaches there, and it flies to their school, taking them out from the forest. Now Harry encounters a demon of a girl in the school lavatory. It was the demon of that girl who was died with the opening of the secret chamber, because she had looked into the eyes of that dragon. Harry thinks that secret chamber is in his surroundings. They begin to search for that chamber, and Harry and Ron find that chamber in the lavatory. There was that shop owner who had given the books to Harry with no cost. Actually, he was evil person who had arrived to know the secret of the school of witchcraft. He could not apply the spell properly but used to write the books to befool others. 3 of them go inside the secret chamber. They get some clues of snake as it dwells here. But that shop owner begins to spell using Ron's wand. Fortunately, Ron's wand was out of order, so that magic is reversed on him. Harry says to Ron, "Stay with this man. I go inside." When Harry goes inside, he witnesses Ron's sister in the state of unconsciousness. There was a boy standing with her. He tells him that she possesses all those memories. The time when the secret chamber had been unlocked. She captured this memory because of the enchantment. Now I want to get them. Her all memories will be transferred into me with her death. I will be turned into powerful person. And it is me who has made her to open the secret chamber after getting control over her. Then that dragon also appears there, which starts attacking Harry. Somehow, the principal of School of Witchcraft comes to know about it, and his eagle comes to help Harry. It had also brought a sword with it, and it spoils the eyes of that dragon along with it. Harry kills that snake using that magical sword. Then he pulls out the tooth of that snake, and he begins to strike on the blank book. That book's pages were blank. Harry begins to strike the tooth fastly on that book, and it begins to bleed. And that boy also died with the ending of that book, who had made Ron's sister unconscious, because he was also related with this book in some way. Meanwhile, it is seen that Ron's sister also restores her senses, and Harry asks him, going to her, "Are you okay?" She says, "Yes." Then it is seen that school's principal gratifies Harry, calling him, that "I have to stop myself to resign because of you." And it revealed who was actually that person who unlocked the secret chamber, and that half-giant was also exempted. Then Malfoy's father arrives there, and he asks the principal, "You did not resign till now." The principal tells that it has been revealed who is that person who unlocked the secret chamber. "Why will I resign?" Harry notices that that small magical being is with Malfoy's father, who had come to his home to say him that, "You will not go to school in this year." Actually, he was sent by Malfoy's father, so Harry may not come to school. Then Harry takes that book from school's principal, which he had spoiled, using the snake's tooth. He puts one of his socks into it. Then he says, giving it to Malfoy's father, "This book arrived here because of you." Malfoy's father hands this book over to that small magical being. Opening it, that small magical being finds sock there. He is extremely excited seeing it. Dobby gets free on receiving it from Malfoy's hand and becomes Harry's best friend. In the last scenes, all patients recover. Harry, Ron, Hermione reunite.